It was the election campaign before Christmas. For the past 5 weeks, the UK's main political parties have been pushing for votes up and down the country, reiterating their messages.
There it is. Get Brexit done. Take the country forward.
Is the NHS safe in Boris Johnson's hands?
Are we going to stop Brexit?
Yeah! With just 1 day to go until Britain goes to the ballot box, what have the public made of them?
I'll be voting Conservative, and I don't trust Jeremy Corbyn or the Labour guys at all. So,
in all honesty, I think it's just a bit of a mess at the moment.
The issue has boiled down to Brexit, and we have to stop this disaster and kick the Tories out. I'll be voting Lib Dem.
Prime Minister Boris Johnson is hoping this election will help him break the gridlock in Westminster, bulldoze ahead with Brexit and get his deal through Parliament by the current deadline of January 31st. The latest polls estimate that Mr Johnson's Conservative Party are on course to win the majority of seats that he needs. But his lead over the main opposition party, Labour, is shrinking. And there's still several other factors that could affect Friday's outcome.
Their main campaign, basically, they're saying, look, if you don't want a Tory MP, look at who's best to defeat them. If you want to stop Brexit, and vote either Labour or Liberal Democrats. So tactical voting, I think, will play a part. But I think also the fact that both Jeremy Corbyn and Boris Johnson are pretty unpopular leaders. So there's not an attractive option, I think, for a lot of voters. So they might just decide, you know what, I'm not going to vote for either of them either. So, yeah, turnout, it would be interesting to see if turnout is actually lower than it has been for quite some time.
Whatever the result, this election is being billed as the most unpredictable in a generation.
By the end of the week, Boris Johnson will either keep the keys to Downing Street or a new Prime Minister, the fourth in as many years, will walk into number 10. No one can know what will happen. All we do know is that this election will shape the future of the United Kingdom for years to come. Holly Hudson, SABC News, London.